creating run lanes for Alvin Kamara. I just keep saying I think he's the best running back in football. And Derek's doing a great job of being a general over there. So, I mean, when you're able to go on the road and get a win like that, I think it's huge. It's a huge confidence booster, and that's what we got to be able to do all season long.
Did you know Demario? And I obviously understand we're only 2 games into the season, but did you guys know when you in the offseason, hey, the Saints are going to be no good? They're not one of the worst teams in the league. Did you guys have a feeling that this was a far better group than the expectations that were out there were being put on you guys?
Well, I mean, look, in the preseason, that's going to happen every year. It's going to be predictions of who the best teams, who the worst teams are. But the game is played inside the lines and it's week by week. It's certainly been good to get off to a good start, but at the end of the day, it's still just 2-0. And so are we happy and pleased with what we've done? Of course, certainly who wouldn't be because there's a lot of worst starts that you can have. But at the same time, we know it's a race to get better. Everybody on those teams, whether you're 2-0 team or 0-2 team, everybody's still in the race to try to get better as fast as possible. And so we want to certainly be at the top of that race on all sides of the ball. And I think, our coaches are doing a great job of coming up with strategies and putting us in position to win. And guys are really dialed in to what's needed to execute. And I think we're just having a lot of fun together. It's truly a family culture. It's a lot of fun to go to work every day, even when it's before the winning. It's camaraderie, it's brotherhood. We don't just hang together on the field; we're hanging together off the field, and I think that stuff pays off.
Can your defense continue to be one of the top tier units in the entire league? Like you said, I mean, just what you did with the Cowboys offense and how high powered the offense is, and with CD Lamb not going off, you certainly contained him. Can this be one of the best defenses in the league?
We certainly hope so, and certainly that's our standard in the way that we work. Like we're a real close knit group from the front to the back. We spend time together, everybody, watching film together as a group. We get together, off the field weekly or every other week at least, just hanging out. And so we're a close knit group, and we think we kind of see our unit like a mafia. It's a family, and we deep, and you just can't come in and be a part. You kind of gotta pay the toll to be a part of our group. And so we take a lot of pride in how we play defense. We look at the film and we watch the league, and it's not like a lot of guys that's doing it how we're doing it. And it's not just from a point standpoint, but it's the way that we play. When you turn the tape on, we want people to see the violence that we putting out and the 11 hats that's going to constantly be around the ball, how we're going to take the ball away from quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when they're carrying it. And so it's just a style and a mentality that we're after every day. And we'll let the stats and the scoreboard kind of show itself later.
And you just mentioned him, said he's the best back in the league. It's always about what's next, and I think a lot of people had felt like Alvin's best days might be behind him. He seemed to remind a lot of people that might not be the case on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, going against Alvin all these years, I've repeatedly said that he's the best running back in football, and I think with that offense, the amount of space they're able to create for him,
Yeah.
I think everybody should probably try to get him on their fantasy team. Our foundation, Devoted Dreamers, has partnered with Ashley to do some really amazing things in the city. And so what we're doing with the Covenant House and uniquely around this 100 start is we're covering 100% of Ashley's covering 100% of beds being redone
Wow.
for the Covenant House, which is a shelter serving kids, a homeless shelter serving kids 16 to the 22.
Wow.
And so all those beds will be redone. It's upwards of $30,000, size project. And Ashley has just been a tremendous, partner and a tremendous advocate in the community. And there's more things to come with us in Ashley, of course. And so we're really excited about that. And so this is actually a part of a much larger partnership that we're doing. But really excited for those beds to be redone in that Covenant House. You just can imagine, when you're staying in a shelter, how much your own bed means to you. And so really looking forward to that, and really excited to be partnering with Ashley on that.
It's obviously such a problem, like homelessness across the country. Demario, is this something that you focused on over the years, and sort of like a cause that's near and dear to you?
My wife and I, we're in our family, we're just people focused.
Yeah.
Our goal is to uplift the kingdom in any way possible, and God's kingdom is actually made up of God and His people. And so, how can you serve and be a representative of the kingdom of God, and help people in need? And we've always had an affinity for the teenage age group. That's what we focus on with Devoted Dreamers, and so any teenager or a young adult that's being affected in any kind of way, we're trying to uplift and pour into in holistic ways. And just having a bed and having roof over your head means a lot. And so Covenant House has partnered with us, through several projects that we've done, and Christmas initiatives and Thanksgiving initiatives. And so it was awesome to be able to partner with Ashley to be able to support them and all the great work they're doing.